Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Wasn't that beautiful? I love this band. All right, it's time for our opening song. And also, if you would please silence your cell phones, turn them off. And we're going to ask you to stand and get ready to do I Release and I Let Go.
All right, good morning, everybody. Let's go. Come on.
I release
And I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free. Yes, hey, say hello to somebody around you. Here we go. And I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart, yes, I'm only for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I got it, Gary.
He's got it.
I got it
got
today.
this big studly man on my arm here.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So good morning, everyone. How are you today? Yeah, I can tell. I can feel it. All right. So rum.
Well, that was really butch, too,
Was that
actually. Yeah. We're starting out that way.
Yeah. All right. So this Wednesday is Rev It Up with our wonderful William and our fabulous Dale. And anyway, it's a great way to come give you your midweek faith lift. So please join them this Wednesday at 6:30.
Go ahead.
Okay, so thank you, Yvonne. Anyway, this is our form for our poinsettia tree. So you can buy poinsettias in honor of or in memory of someone, and we'll put your name and who you are honoring or memorializing in our candlelight service program. So it's a wonderful way to it defers the cost, right,
yeah.
and to honor them.
Yep.
So
Candlelight service Saturday, December 22nd. Tickets are available in the office. Let me explain to you how we're doing our tickets this year. We have a lot of people who take a lot of tickets. They'll go and they'll say, give me 10 tickets, right? And then they don't show up. And then we tell people it's sold out, there's no more tickets left, and then people don't come, and we end up having, 50, 60, 70 empty seats. So we've instituted a new plan. We're going to try this year, right? Are you ready? Yay. Come on, show me some enthusiasm. You say that now. Wait till you hear what happens. So you have to get your ticket from the office, and it is a $20 deposit. Deposit. You get your ticket. You show up between 5:15 and 5:50 or 5:45, and you get your $20 back. At 5:45, you get your $20. Then you can put it in the offertory. Since it's right there in your hand, it's easy. Just put it one to the other. Easy. But anyway, but at 5:45, then we're going to open it up to anyone that's waiting in line and who doesn't have a ticket.
And if you come late with your ticket, do not take cutsies.
Yeah.
No cuts in front. Say, oh, I have a ticket. I get to go ahead of you. No.
Yeah. And
If
after
you're not here,
and we had to do it this way, but that's the only way we can keep it so people have some skin in the game and they actually show up. And at 5:45, if you don't use your ticket, we thank you for your love offering.
Yes.
Because that's not coming back.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah.
thank you for your love. But tickets are available today in the office. Pick them up. We'll write your name down there. They're all numbered. So we'll see you there. Moving on.
Yes. All right. What else is going on?
Spirit
go
Tours
ahead.
next Sunday after the second, actually between services. We're going to do this between services.
So you're having 2 meetings.
2 meetings. I need to fix that slide next week. I'm going to Bhutan. I've always wanted to go to Bhutan, and I'd love to have a group of us go together. Spirit Tours has put together a wonderful tour for us to go next September. So if you'd like more information about joining myself and Dr. Edward from the Santa Rosa Church, we'd love to talk to you about that. It's going to be a great experience, just like Bali has been, and Peru, and Australia, New Zealand. Bhutan is next on the list. So that will be next September. Come get your information. Put your deposit down so we can go together.
Yeah, you won't regret going on this trip.
Okay,
for sure.
2 things: child help list and well in the desert. Here we go. Go
All
for
right,
it.
so we're collecting things. We have the lists out there. Child help, they need their gifts here by December 16th. They're going to have a table out there. If you have any questions about what's going on with them or what they still need, talk to them out front on that. And then well of the desert, they're collecting clothing and gift cards too. So please, and a lot of you have already brought things in. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, next one.
I think that's
our video.
Video, all right.
We have a video to show you. This video was supposed to be seen last week, so you get 2 this week.
We can change the world.
I like this.
One heart at a time.
First came to this church in April 19th, 2015. I had been watching through instant streaming from January. I wanted to get a 1-minute miracle the first day that I showed up for service. I went in and I ran into Del Janda and I asked him to pray for me because I was having I was in the middle of getting this job and I was in between interviews and there was all this red tape, so I was uncertain if I was going to go ahead and get the job. Del Janda prayed for me and it worked out. In May, I was in the job and I've been doing the job since 2015 and I'm still working. I'm a patient rights advocate for the Riverside County Behavioral Health and it worked out really smoothly. And thank you, Del Janda. Thank you, CSL.
One heart at a time.
Beautiful. I love those testimonies every week. Beautiful. Our guest artist today, a beloved friend of our congregation. He comes here on occasion, and we just absolutely adore him. He won the Tony for the $1 Million Quartet when he played the role on Broadway, and he is here to give you some beautiful music. Everybody, let's welcome Levi Kreis.
Today is a perfect day for love to fall in love with me. I'll be the one to say my happiness was meant to be. Yeah. If only I could make you notice. If only I could make you see the sun would shine a little brighter just to have you singing with me. Sha-na-na, I just sing a little la-la-la. This is gonna be the best day ever, the best day ever, the best day ever. You're so fine, I can't wait to make you right on that. This is gonna be the best day ever, best day ever, the best day ever. Best day ever. the sun will shine a little brighter just to have you singing with me. I just wanna see the best day ever, the best day ever, the best day ever. See, you're so fine, I can't wait to sing along tonight. I just wanna say the best day ever, the best day ever, the best day ever.
All right, Levi. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Hey, wait, Levi. Wait, you have a couple new CDs out. You have a new Christmas CD out that you have here, right?
A brand new Christmas CD.
Brand new.
Very excited about it.
And then another one that you have that has this song on it.
Yes, the songs we're doing today is on an album I released in March. 2 new albums with me today.
So there you go.
Yeah.
The perfect Christmas gift. I'm telling you, that's what we do for them. All right, so we start out every service by doing our mission statement. So let's join with me together. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath in, please. And exhale. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Sigh on the exhale. This time of year can be a little hectic, so I'd like you to just take a few moments now to hit pause on all the things that are on your to-do list, all the things that you're trying to figure out. Just allow yourself to become fully present in this room by concentrating on your breath, allowing the chair to support you, just allowing that very thing that's beating your heart now, keeping you alive, open up that heart center and just know that whatever you're going to need to know today, you will know by the end of this service. Something within you is ready to awaken, and you're just making the space for that to happen. Take another deep breath in. Still my mind, be at peace in my awakening. I release as I love. Sing after me. As I love and as I give. In my awakening, I choose to live. Give me strength. Shine your light. In my awakening, clear my sight. All I believe, and all I know, in my awakening, I let go.
Still my mind, be at peace Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Desert. Please join me in knowing that there is one infinite intelligence, one beautiful source energy. And just knowing that this source energy is within me, this beautiful light resonates deep within me. It surrounds me. And knowing this, I allow peace to flood over my being. I am still with God. And as I know that peace begins with me, I allow this to flood out into the world, to our leaders, to our family, to our friends. And as I feel this calmness within me, I just allow myself to be in the presence, be here now. Allow myself to fill with love and having gratitude that I am able to connect consciously with God, that I am able to connect with this beautiful energy that surrounds me. I have a thankfulness within me at all times. I release this prayer into the universe, knowing I am at peace with it. Join me in saying, and so it is. Amen.
Loving Spirit dwells in me. This is my serenity. As within, all around, all I
The stars are bright shining. It is the night of my dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and every pining, till He appeared, and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, night divine.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kichanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah.
Truly, He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace. Chains shall He break, for the slave is our brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise the Spirit's name. No Christ, Christ is the Lord. Let us praise His name forever. His power and glory forever, forevermore proclaim His power and glory ever, evermore proclaim. Oh, fall on your knees. Can't you hear the angels' voices? Oh, night divine. Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, night divine. Oh, night, oh, night divine.
Wow. That was a lot. Anybody else feel that way? Levi, where'd you go? He's back in the break room. Let's give it for Levi again, everybody. Beautiful job, man. They hid my Kleenex, too. Hold on. Okay, I got to go to work. All right. Wasn't that good? God, I just want to sit there for a minute in that. And Dale, thank you for coming up and doing tonight's the last night of Hanukkah. Someone asked me, they still didn't understand the whole concept of Hanukkah and the miracle behind the oil. And I said, and I saw this on, maybe you saw this on social media. Imagine if your cell phone had 10% and it lasted 8 days. Right? Now you know what that miracle would feel like, right? I mean, on a smaller scale, but I thought that was pretty funny. Today my talk is about the will to live, and it's kind of an unusual topic, the will to live, but some people, they lose their will as they get older in life, or they approach situations and relationship shutdowns and physical shutdowns and all sorts of things, and we lose our will to live. And I want to talk about that today because I really want us to enjoy what's going on in our world. Together, please, this is our affirmation. I belong to life. Life belongs to me. I enter it with joy. Are you ready? Yeah? Come on, let's go. Here we go. The science of mind conspires with us because it has led us back through the dim and dark cavern of our own thinking to the original source of our being, which it has hesitated to call God, but which it knows is a power greater than we are. Now, this came directly from Living the Science of Mind. All my quotes today are coming from the Living the Science of Mind. This is kind of an unusual approach. It talks about the science of mind conspires. Our teaching conspires because it leads us back to where our original self begins, okay? And it hesitates. It says, being the original source of being, it hesitates to call it God because even for some, the word God is limiting. That's why we call it universe. We call it spirit. I always tell people, I don't care what you call it as long as you can identify with whatever that source or that energy is. It leads us back to that source, to that energy, and to our greater selves. The will to live and to be happy is necessary to our physical well-being. Have you ever noticed that when you're depressed, I know, can we turn the ceiling fans on? Not air, settle down, not air conditioning, but just the ceiling fans. The will to live and to be happy is necessary to our physical well-being. Have you ever noticed that when you're feeling kind of down and depressed and you kind of like lose a little bit of your will to kind of keep going, how that affects your whole physical body? You want to stay in bed. You want to put the covers over your head. Your body feels weaker. Your whole system starts to shut down. Your immune system becomes more exposed when we're in that frame of mind. So the universe, I believe, has created us to have healthy and harmonious activity in our body. So whenever we're out of balance with that, things begin to shut down. No one can travel the new road for us but ourselves. So we must decide that life is for us and not against us. Are you ready? Life is for us. Say that again. Life is for us and not against us. Oh, man, sometimes it's hard to believe when we look around with what's going on in our world. There are people that are for things and people that are not for things, and there's conflicts here and there's conflicts there. But if you look at what the universe's plan for each and every one of us is, it's always for us. Now, when I say it's for us, it's also for us and what we say we want. Sometimes we don't speak what we want, we speak a condition, which is something we no longer want. But the universe hears us and says, it's for us, and whatever we think is our greater good. So if our thoughts are projected into some sort of negativity of a condition, the universe is always working mechanically. The law is working for us. That's why we manifest things that sometimes we don't want. I've talked about it numerous times. There is no there's no giant Teflon non-stick setting that the universe doesn't hear what's going on in your head. It's hearing everything. It has perfect hearing, perfect sight. So all those things that you're thinking, remember the universe is for you, so you got to make sure that you're for you. Does that make sense? Moving right along. So we must decide that life is for us and not against us, and turning from everything that denies this, take our journey into what we call the promised land. Now the promised land doesn't happen when you make your transition. You're in it. Da 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 da. How are those promises working out for you? Yeah, I got one in the back. One in the back raised his hands and went like this, all right? I mean, come on, one. We got one. Okay, well, good. Well, at least we got one. Okay, two. Never mind. We are living in the promised land right now. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. Many of us are waiting for something to happen in our lives so that we're going to be happy when something occurs. This is it. This is your promised land right now. And you're going, oh, that sucks, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? This is it? Every opportunity you're ever going to have is in this day. I have news for you. You're never going to be this young again. This is it. You're not going to pass this day by again. You can't go back even through Cher's pioneering efforts. You can turn back the hands of time, but it still keeps marching along. You can't go back and repeat this day. So this is the day for that. This is kind of a long quote, but I really like it. It takes no energy to love. It is hate that is destructive. It does not take mental or physical energy to be happy, but unhappiness and morbidity consume so much energy that it devitalizes our mentality and physically. What's going to be? I'm not even... Mentally and physically. It does not take mental or physical energy to build up hope. It is despair that blocks us. All it takes is faith. Think about how much energy we spend and how much mental energy and how that mental energy turns into physical energy, how much time we spend worrying about things. I woke up this morning in sort of a worry condition. I don't know why. I just woke up and I had all these sorts of things running through my mind. And it was almost instantaneous within a matter of seconds. I'm thinking, I woke up, I'm like, why am I feeling this angst? And I thought, oh, it'd be so nice just to stay in bed. And then my body just had this feeling. Have you ever had that feeling where your body just says, good idea? But your rational mind goes, but you can't. But you know that your body's going, it would just love to just go, nope, I'm just going to collapse into this fear and let it take all my energy. So I had to do some reprogramming this morning, and I have no idea where it came from because, I mean, half the time our ideas, we don't know where they come from, but something just woke me up. I had a little angst in my body, and then I thought, oh, shut down, I was thinking, how many times can I hit the snooze button and still make it to work on time? And I thought, nope, just get up. Get up and get out, Joe. Because it takes more energy. It takes more energy to hate. It takes more energy to hate than to love. And if you know what, I've watched on some things where you see people, they're so angry and they're all this energy like this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Anybody? No? Everybody have that feeling? Everybody have this energy. And I'm thinking, how much energy does it take to do this and be mad and be angry? And I'm thinking, but then conversely, how much does it have to... Love. How much energy does, look, right? Or, hey, me, hug me, love me, cuddle me, whatever. Takes so much more energy, it consumes us. Wasted energy. The will to live is the will to love and to carry on a legacy of love. So let's think about how can we approach things more like this and less like this. Does that make sense? Together, please. I belong to life. Life belongs to me. I enter it with joy. I look to the future with great and pleasurable anticipation, knowing it will expand my opportunity for radiant self-expression. Say that with me. I look forward to the future. Stop. Do you? Do you? No, really, no. There's some people that do, and some are like, I don't know what the future holds. I'm so unsettled about it. I'm just not sure if I look forward to that uncertainty. Anybody? Don't raise your hand. But think about it. Some people really don't. They're like, I'm worried about what the future holds. I'm worried about what the stock market's going to do. I'm worried about what's going to happen to my real estate or my 401k. I'm worried about my relationship. So when you say I look forward to the future, make sure it's authentic. Because the universe has perfect hearing. It hears you going, I have lots of question marks. So let's try that again. I look to the future with great and pleasurable anticipation. Stop. Do you? Do you? Not just on weekends. But when you wake up every day, do you look forward with pleasure, with great pleasure of great and pleasurable anticipation about, come on, world, bring on this beautiful day? Or do some of you wake up and go, ooh, hide. I don't know what the day brings. Or you say to yourself, are you ready? I just got to make it through the day. Come on. Be honest. How many of you have said before, oh man, I got to make it to lunch. Some of us just want to make it to lunch. Then I'm thinking, if I could take a lunch and maybe I'll have a quick lunch and then like a 20-minute nap. If I can just make it to that, everything's going to be okay. We set the target so low, we can trip over it, right? Let's try it again from the beginning. I look forward to the future with great and pleasurable anticipation, knowing it will expand my opportunity for radiant self-expression. Okay, so you believe it all to the last three words. Maybe you believe it all but I believe that, okay, Joe, I look forward to the future. There's going to be great things happen. But does it have to do with radiant self-expression, or are you waiting for someone else to express to make you happy? Thank you. There's one. Good. It's about our radiant self-expression. Not waiting for someone else to create our good. No need to partner up for someone else to create the good. It's about how do I have my own individual radiant self-expression to create this future that I'm looking forward to. Tuesdays with Maury. I love anybody did Tuesdays with Maury? Yeah. Some of the takeaways. I love this. There's one in particular that I really want to hit. Give out love and let love come in. One of the lessons. Live in a fully conscious, compassionate, loving way. This one I want to hit. Death ends a life, not a relationship. Ooh. All the love you created is still there. So let's talk about that, especially over the holidays. Some people over the holidays have experienced loss the past couple years, and they're missing loved ones, and they're grieving. And just remember that death ends a life, not a relationship, because all the love you've ever created is always there. So that's a really good lesson to walk away with. There's no need to align yourself with departing the planet. You just have to align yourself with the love that's always been there. Because that relationship, that energy still exists in your heart and your mind. It can't dissipate. It's just an energy. It transitioned. It changed its form, but it's still there. So give out of love and let love come in. Living fully consciously is a challenge, because so many things we do on autopilot that we forget that we're just not doing. We're just doing. We're not really thinking. I felt that way the other day when I was on the phone with Harry and David. That was a joke. Thank you. But bump. Hello, people. I know it's 9:45. You've had your coffee, all right? I was on the phone with Harry and David, right? And I was going through a list of things I had to buy. But the guy on the phone was going through the list, and I'm like, yeah, go ahead, send that. Yeah, go send that. Yeah, go send that. Yeah, go send that. Yeah, no, don't send that. Yeah, go send. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm on autopilot just doing this. I'm not even aware. I'm just sort of going through the motions of it and not feeling it at all. Just yeah. It's like going through the grocery store. Same thing. Being conscious, compassionate, loving, making sure you're fully present. Devote yourself to the community around you. Maybe that's something you guys can think about for next year. How am I going to be more active part of the center? How am I going to do that? How am I going to be tithing my time, talent, and treasure to the center and allowing my talent and my time to bring something to our sense of community? Devote yourself to creating something that gives you purpose and meaning. Those are all little lessons that I walked away when I saw Tuesdays with Maury. Together, please. I belong to life. Life belongs to me. I enter it with joy. Here we go. This is, to me, if there's one slide you take away of the whole day, this is the one I want you to walk away with. The will to live depends on our rediscovery of who we came here to be, what we wanted to experience, and how we wished to express ourselves. Let me unpack that just for you for just a minute. When we forget who we are and whose we are, the process of rediscovering ourselves is really important. In my mind, I'm constantly, I don't want to say constantly, but I'm cyclically, I will give it that, I am cyclically in the process of rediscovering myself because the situations around me in my life are always changing. So it's a process of not saying, this is Joe, period. It's this is Joe, and Joe has to change because the circumstances around Joe keep changing. The phases of life keep changing. People keep coming in and out of my life, and relationships change, and finances change, my job changes, all these things change. So I can't consistently be the same person. I'm constantly in a state of rediscovering myself, realigning myself with what my values are, my vision is. Constantly allowing myself to express, but knowing that I have to keep modifying myself. We get entrenched, and I know because sometimes I'm like, well, this is Joe, and this is who I am. Deal with it. Do you know people like that? Outside of me. Do you know people like that? You may be one of those people. Well, honey, this is what you get. All me. Not going to change. But I have news for you. Yeah, I am. When the world changes and world things around me change, I need to be able to know that I am constantly rediscovering who I am. It is a constant change. So it's not just about the will to live, it's about the will to rediscover. And rediscover means that I'm uncovering what I should have always been. Because sometimes life, I don't know about you, but kind of pisses me off. Anybody? Things around you kind of go, this is not good. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And then part of me starts aligning myself with that unhappiness, and that unhappiness becomes, like a routine. So I have to go back and rediscover. I have to uncover what was always there, which was I've always been part of an infinite intelligence, made in its image and likeness, with all the attributes of love, light, peace, Judy. Too easy. Don't walk into that, my gay boys. Love, light, peace, power, joy, beauty, balance. Wow, can you believe I walked into that? That's a good one. That needs to go on the B-roll. All right. Constantly rediscovering who I am, allowing myself to go back into that place. The truth is, we must find our own will to live. I believe this is the reason for each of us being here in this plane of reality. It's up to each one of us to discover our own divine, magnificent God self, or not. We're not here to tell you what you should do. We will not should on you. You get to decide whether or not you want to do these things. When we teach them every week, we don't say, oh, you know what? We've installed a camera in your home to listen to your conversations. We know what's going on. Are you really working these spiritual principles so you can unveil the life you want to live? We just say you can either do this, you can either begin the rediscovery process, you can have this kind of energy and this alignment, or not. And you know what? We're not judging those that do and those that don't, because you have free will and free choice. Yay! But if you choose not to, this is the activity you have to take if you choose not to. Ready? It's very simple. I don't get to complain anymore. I don't get to complain anymore. I just have to go, I'm choosing not to do this. It's not that you can't. It's that you won't. And that's okay. It's okay. But then you can't complain about it, because then you're not willing to do anything about it. Then it's like, wah, 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 wah. It's like that Snoopy teacher, right? Wah, 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 wah. My wish for each one of us is that we make the choice to wake up and discover our own divine, magnificent self as the beloved place where God shows up. You called Dial an Idea today, you heard, I am the place where God lives. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives. Say that. I am the place where God lives. I am the place where God shows up. Say that. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives. I am the place where God shows up. That's you. When you show up in any way in your entire life, whether it's here or whether it's at the grocery store or whether it's at work or whether it's on the cell phone, or no matter where you are God showing up. I am the place where God lives. I am the place where God shows up. In every part of my life experience. Together, please. I belong to life. Life belongs to me. I enter it with joy. And so ends your lesson. Thank you.
Thank you. Would the ushers please come forward? And those of you that are live streaming, there's a button there to donate, or you can also text your offering right now while we're preparing for our offering. And so from this place of gratitude for all that we have, that conscious awareness, let us say our prayer together, please. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center.
I've asked Levi we're going to substitute our song this week. I've asked Levi to sing a song for us. So Levi's going to take the stage again, and then as the offertory progresses here.
Another morning cold and gray, but above the clouds it's a sunny day. Cabin fever's had its way for way too long. A winter wasted in my bed, covers thrown over my head, and tried my damnedest to forget a love that's dead and gone. But I'm ready to get on the bright side. I'm ready walk on the light side again. Put my blue jeans on, play my favorite song, take a deep breath and wish away for the dawn of a new day. soon forget your kiss. Getting stuck inside a maze of minor bits. No life's too short to carry on like this. Put my blue jeans on, play my favorite song, take a deep breath and wish away for the dawn of a new day. Bring this world in style, maybe flash my smile, thinking I'm gonna be okay. Dawn of a new day, dawn of a new day. Dawn of a new day, dawn of a new day, hey, hey, hey.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Levi. Is that on the new album? Oh, amazing, amazing. All right. Okay. 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 All right. Thank you, Dale. All right. And who, Maggie? Tell us about you. How long have you been coming here?
On and off for about 10 years. I came for the real connection with people and love and genuine, just real stuff.
Good. Well, we're happy here. It's here. It's here. All right. So let us say our offertory prayer, our blessing on the offering. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. So please give it to Tom, our chair. Dale, are we doing it right now? Okay, we have another video for you right now.
And we can change the world one heart at a time.
I'd like to introduce you to one of our congregants, Lisa Hadley. And Lisa has an amazing story of transformation that she's experienced since coming to this center just 2 years ago. So Lisa, how did you find us?
Actually, I had driven by several times, but then I injured my neck and was in a lot of physical pain and was housebound. And one day I just thought, I've got to get up and get out. And I thought of the center, and it was Sunday, so I thought I'm going to go down. And I wasn't sure I could even make it through the service. But I came in and I sat down, and actually it started when Joe started singing in the very beginning. And I felt like a release. And then he started singing, "My Soul, I'm Diving In." And it just cracked something in me. It was a release of, I've found a place.
And so Lisa, since you went to that Sunday service, you've been coming to other groups that we have here. And what did you discover about yourself that you didn't know before coming here?
I had never had a spiritual home. I had been raised in a church, but I never could ultimately identify with the philosophies. And I think that's what I found here it was an aha moment of, oh my gosh, this is my spiritual home. And I did. I started coming to classes, one of your classes. Yeah. I couldn't get enough. I just wanted to learn more, but what I ended up doing was learning more about myself. And ultimately my connection with spirit and with every other human is what I identified here. I have gone in 2 years from wondering what my life is about to now honoring what my life is about. And I'm just excited every day.
And we can change the world one heart at a time.
That's a beautiful story, Lisa. Thank you. So if you are here for the first time, we'd love to welcome you. We have a gift for you, and we'd like to honor you. Thank you. Thank you for being. Where are my ladies? Come on, ladies. Stand up. Stand up. Get your gift. We want to welcome you, all of you here. Thank you. So what we're giving you is a CD holder with information about our center. Good. And please stop by the foyer table and pick up a couple of, we have a CD with a couple of Dr. Joe's talks on it. We welcome you. If you're visiting the Valley, please enjoy. If you're from the Valley, we'd love for you to come back and make this your spiritual home. And so I'd like for my practitioners to stand up right now, please. These are our practitioners, and these are the practitioners that will be over in the Om room. So just like Lisa, if you have anything that you're going through, or just like Laura did, go over to the Om room, go and have your 1-minute miracle, have a prayer, something that we offer to you as our gift for you being part of our center or visiting. So please go over there. And then don't forget, we have our Rev It Up this week. Your tickets, you can go to the office for the candlelight tickets and get them over there. And then Child Help's out there if you have any questions about that. But we've got a full week. We have a full week. Look at that calendar. So anyway, things are good. Things are very good. So let's just do a closing prayer. So recognizing that power and presence that is within us, around us, guiding us. This is a new day. This is a new beginning. And this is our opportunity today to rediscover who we are, that which we want to call in our life. We know that Spirit is listening and is always saying yes. So with that awareness, with that loving presence, we are that love. We allow that love to flow through us and by means of us. So I am so grateful for the inspiration today of Dr. Joe's talk, our wonderful music, our wonderful prayer team and staff that does so much for each and every one behind the wall on the other side. And so I just know that this is the truth. I know that our lives are unfolding in magnificent ways. So I just release and let go, and together we say, and so it is. Amen. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Go get those CDs from Levi out there.
I